Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about effects and what effects are in music production, show you a few of them, get you familiar with how you can use them in your own music. So let's head over to the screen. Okay, so we're in Studio One and effects can be found, you got to make sure the browse window is open. Effects can be found here. And when you click on that, you'll see a screen like this. You might only see the word Presonus unless you installed some third-party effects like I did. But you'll probably just see Presonus. So click the arrow here, open it up, and you'll see all these devices that can be used in your music when you are creating stuff. So let's just take a very basic example of what an effect would be. And we're going to use what's called reverb as the first effect. It's called mixverb. And we're going to use that because it's a really simple tool. What it basically is like the sound of, like, if you were in the Grand Canyon and you said hello, it's that reverberating echo, like hello, and it would fade away. So first we actually have to bring in an instrument because we have to add an effect to an instrument. Or we could actually just record a voice. You could add effects to anything. So let's add a voice. It'll be more fun. So I'll click here and we'll have a separate video on how to record audio if you haven't watched it already. And I'm just going to hit record. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. All right, so let's play that back. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. All right, so we can go to effects. Let's just take mixverb, which is a very small, easy to use type of reverb, and listen to how it sounds with that on there. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. Pretty cool, right? It's like a little bit of a, not quite an echo, but it's a reverberation. That's basically what it is. And you could change the size of the quote room that it's attempting to emulate here by moving this knob. So check this out. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. Now I'm going to flip through some of these settings so you could hear all the different ways reverb can happen. You don't need to know what all these dials mean. The purpose of this video is just to show you what this stuff sounds like. So don't get confused by the names and the terms. Just turn, and by the way, whenever you're working with software, always remember, you can't break it. So turn dials as much as you want. See what they do. See what all these options are. It's your playground, so enjoy that. All right, I'm just going to loop this. So I am talking, and I want to hear some reverb now. And I'm going to turn up this mix now. I am talking, and I want to hear some reverb now. I am talking, and I want to hear some reverb now. I am talking, and I want to hear some reverb now. I am talking, and I want to hear some reverb now. I am talking, and I want to hear some reverb now. Get the idea? It gives a reverberating type sound. Now, Studio One Prime comes with mixverb. That's the free version. Studio One Pro has a more advanced version of reverb called room reverb. It gives you more options, and it's got more adjustments in it. I really like room reverb. I use it in almost all my productions. So I'm just going to pop this little option over here, this I, which is an information of everything that's on the track. And we could get rid of those effects by just right-clicking on them and hit remove, right-clicking on them and hit remove. All right, and so now I can show you some other effects. Red light district. This is a distortion. This is a distortion is basically what like electric guitar and rock music has on it that gives it that gritty sound. So I'm going to just play it on a vocal. It's going to sound weird, but we'll try adding it to guitar in a few seconds. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. Okay, so that's distortion. That's another type of effect. I'll do that on guitar in a minute. What else can we add to voice? Another very popular effect is called delay. So I'm just going to take this one called beat delay and put it on the track here. And when I press, or when I hit play, listen to what happened. I am talking and I want to hear some reverb now. So it's not quite like reverb. This is actually delay. So let me make a new audio track. This is delay. Okay, now watch what happens when I play that. This is delay. And you can make the delay last forever. Watch this. This is delay. You get the idea? I don't even know how to stop that, to be honest. I don't know how to stop. Let me remove that effect. All right, so you get the idea of delay, right? Now, you can add effects to instruments too. Like, let's pull in presence and do a guitar and do like a steel string guitar. How about a Stratocaster? And let's hear how this guy sounds. Okay, check it out. That's a guitar with no effects really on it. Well, it does have some reverb. Let me turn it on. All right, so I'm going to just play some of that guitar in. Let's try again. I screwed up. All right, so there's guitar. Very plain, nothing real fancy on it. Now, it's a virtual guitar. I didn't actually pick up my guitar and play it, but you'll get the idea of what the effects can be on an instrument as well as a voice. So let's put some distortion on that guitar. Like, let me chuck that red light district back on. I don't know if this comes with Studio One Prime, the red light, but here we go. You get the idea? So it gives it that grit. In fact, there's a really cool effect which emulates an actual guitar amp called Ampire. And this will sound pretty wild. Check this out. And you can set up different types of amplifiers. Like, check this one out. What else do we got? How about Metal Machines? Try it. Pretty wild, huh? All right, so we have distortion on the guitar. So now let's add some mix verb as well. So let's go to Presonus, go back down to mix verb. And let's throw that on there. So let's get rid of the red light district. So we have Ampire, and we have mix verb, and this is what it's going to sound like. And if I turn them off, it sounds like this. Pretty different, huh? Sounds pretty real. So those are just a few types of effects we threw on there. I'm going to pick another one here that's very common. It's called chorus. And I'm going to put chorus right after Ampire. And chorus sounds like this. I'll turn off the other two, and you can just hear chorus. And now I'll turn it off, and you can hear the difference. This is with it off. So it gives it like a stereo type of sound. That's what chorus does. So And let's hear it with amp higher and mix verb on. Pretty neat, huh? So you have all kinds of effects here if you look in Studio One. Prime might not have as many, but there's just fun stuff. Let's pop a rotor on and hear what a rotor sounds like. Crazy, right? So you can get hog wild with effects. Let's just do it now. I'm just going to like turn knobs like nuts. I'm going to just put reverb and presence and highs, and let's then go to chorus and turn these all the way in one way, delay, and then stereo width, and make it change that thing. I don't even know what I'm doing, but let's just hear how it sounds now. Now, that's just an example. This is how you have happy accidents. That's a cool sounding effect. I did not consciously know what any of those knobs were as I turned them. I strongly encourage you to play with all the effects in the software, turn the knobs randomly at times, and just come up with cool stuff and just hear how it sounds. There's no right, there's no wrong. You can't break anything, and because it's all software, it's digital. So get creative. Use effects. This is just an intro video to show you what they're all about. Have fun with them and know that they're a vital part of music making. You heard how the guitar was plain compared with the effects on it. So it can really make your song and give it that little extra jazz it needs to come to life. So have fun with effects.